Good morning, my carnivore friends. I looked at the calendar this morning and I am 2 weeks strong in carnivore. No dinking off, no eating unapproved foods. Now, we are getting on the road, so I'm going to turn the phone around and I'll still talk to you, but I just won't be, you'll see the road, not me, so I don't have to worry about the screen. And there's my barn cat. Okay, he was being stupid and wanting to die today. So, here we go. Gonna spin you around. You get the view for a little ways to work. And yes, it is perfectly legal in Iowa for me to hold my phone. I actually need my phone for the GPS because I can't see stop signs. So if I go anywhere odd, I need it because I can't read signs. Yes, I'm legal to drive. So we're gonna spin around here at the stop sign, so it's safe. I'm at the corner from my house, and you are gonna get to see the road on the way to work. I do drive a manual, so it might get a little flippy here and there, but we're gonna discuss the past 2 weeks, which we all love to hear my trail of failures, right? Here we go. Boop, there we go. Fence. Oh, gotta get this. I've been driving a manual all my life, so a person can do this one-handed. So, good morning, everyone. Won't get anybody in the way here. I wish I had something to just hold the phone up. I don't. Maybe somebody needs to tell me what to buy. I don't know if it just hooks to the mirror or the dash. I don't know. All right, we're in fifth. We're good for a while till we get stop sign. So the past 2 weeks, I finally got myself on plan. The biggest kicker was I was in so much pain. I knew my hands hurt every day, all day, but didn't put two and two together that it was arthritis. Probably rheumatoid arthritis, but I didn't put two and two together. And then I got to thinking about it one day, and my hands are just killing me. I mentioned it to my chiropractor, and he cringed, and he said it's very likely. Well, shoot, my knuckles tend to go out of place. I don't know why. He doesn't understand why. So do my wrists. But I had injuries as a kid to my wrists. I broke both wrists, and since then they've given me nothing but problems. So it's probably why. Anyway, but inflammation in the ligaments that go through some tunnel in my wrist causes a problem. It's just the way it is. Oh shit, gotta shift. Sorry. Damn manuals. I love my little car though. 33 miles per gallon, 44 if I'm on the highway. I can go clear down to St. Louis at 44 miles per gallon. I like it. Okay, we are golden. So, anyway, as I was saying, my wrists and my hands were killing me. The worst pain ever. But I was still using them. I mean, I was still going to work and still using them, and I work at a taxidermist and I sew all day. Sometimes I use the industrial sewing machine or the regular sewing machine, or half a day, 3 times a week I'm sewing by hand. So my hands are very busy. And I'm sure it wasn't helping, even though I've been doing this since last fall. You know, it's been almost a year since I started this job. You would think my hands would be used to the work, but the pain has progressively gotten worse. Along with my neck pain and I have a rib that's always out in my back. That always hurts. And now I've got a rib on my chest that's forever out, and it's out now. And my hips always hurt, and I finally knuckled down. It was, today will be the end of 2 weeks. The end of today will be 2 weeks. So, I've actually X'd them out on my calendar. Some of it's been really rough, and some of it's been really easy. On day 4, my daughter had her 18th birthday. We had a very small party because we were partied out. We'd had 8 graduations, my daughter's graduation party, and I was freaking exhausted, and she was fine with a small gathering, very small. She was totally fine with that. But she wanted fruit salad, which I made her make so I wouldn't have to touch it because I love watermelon. And So she made the fruit salad. And her grandpa always brings over strawberry pies on her birthday. So my husband grilled, which is awesome because I got to eat the bacon wrapped stuffed pork loins, which I love dearly. That's a favorite. And so we made it through that day. The next day, she took some of it to work. She took some of it to grandparents. He took the extra pie to work. All of it was out of the fridge. And my husband is odd. He won't say that he wants to help me. He won't say that he wants me on plan, but he will silently help. You know, he took the pie. He got rid of the pie. He packed up the fruit salad into a container for my daughter to take it to work and handed it off to her as he's heading out the door. You know, he does things silently to help me that you could take it and not even know, you know, but I notice because it's just him. So we get through that, and then I'm dealing with my next hurdle, besides parties, is after work. I want to relax after work. Who doesn't? Oops. Anyway, I want to relax after work, and one of my things that I've gotten in the habit of is stopping off at the gas station or Dollar General and buying lots of junk food. And I've kind of gotten past that, thankfully. I'm going to see if I can put this down. There we go. I've gotten past that, and I actually switched it up, believe it or not, by drinking a Diet A&W. Get my foot out of it. Resume. There we go. Cruise set. Anyway, I started taking a Diet A&W to work, and I was drinking one on the way to work and drinking one on the way home from work. And that's, oh, wait, you got to actually turn on the cruise control, apparently. Anyway, it helped tremendously. Plus, I was leaving my debit cards and all money at home. And I took food for lunch. And I've got bottles of water at work. I keep in my work area, and I just switch them out every 2 hours in the fridge. So I was changing things to make it easier and help me change my habits. So now I don't even stop at the gas station or Dollar General. I still have a quarter tank of gas, so I'm good. I will probably fill up sometime over this weekend. I'll fill up if I go somewhere. If I don't go anywhere this weekend, I'll just fill up Monday on the way to work. I get that good gas mileage. So if I had to pee a lot, I do have to pee a lot, and I sneeze and cough when I pee. Pretty common for a woman my age. By the way, I'm 46, I think. So if I have to go pee, I will pull over at a gas station and go pee. Now, I don't have an issue with grabbing a Diet A&W and buying that, even though it's like $2.50, almost $3 now. It's better than a lot of the shit I could buy, and it's helping me get past this. But I'm trying to get past that too by keeping my credit cards away, and if I go pee, I just go back out, or I go pee before I leave for work, or I go pee at work and then head home. So it's just changing my habits. I'm actually pretty damn talented at saving the soda for later. I did blood sugars tests the other day. I chugged one of these Diet A&Ws in the morning on the way to work, and usually my blood sugars is in the 70s somewhere, and that morning it was in the low 90s 30 minutes after I chugged the Diet A&W. So we're looking at the dawn effect plus the Diet A&W, and it was a little higher than normal. Not saying it was scary high, not concerning high, but probably shouldn't be doing that again. Learn lesson. Don't even diet soda. Don't chug it first thing in the morning. So I save it for on the drive home. I've had food in my belly. I don't have the dawn effect. It doesn't seem to raise my blood sugar on the way home. And it hasn't stopped my weight loss either. I've lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. So we're good. We lost a lot of water. I tend to carry 7 to 10 pounds of water weight, which I lose usually the first week. And after that, it starts falling off slower. So I'm happy. 15 pounds down. I'm thrilled to death. So less pain. Back on subject. Less pain. My hands do not hurt near as much. I can wake up in the morning and I can make a fist. Now, first thing in the morning, I can't make a super tight fist, but you can't stick a pencil in there either. My knuckles do feel a touch swollen, but not drastic, and it's not painful. It's just not right. A warm shower tends to ease them up pretty quick, but I don't like to shower in the morning, so that's a problem. I just go on with it, use my hands in the morning. I like to be at work at 8, and we get up at 5:15. So I chore the chickens in the backyard. Next week I'll be choring everything. So I'll have a lot of time out in the choring in the mornings. But you got chores, and then unload the dishwasher, cook my lunch. Just getting everything done. I tend to pick a household chore to do in the mornings because let's add to the chaos. Yesterday I was folding laundry. This morning I swept the kitchen floor. The day before that, I changed water in one of my fish tanks. I have 2 fish tanks. I just tend to try to pick a normal household chore that doesn't, not a daily task, because unloading dishwasher is a daily task, but just something small that I can do fairly quick in the morning so I don't have to worry about everything at night. Because when I get home at night, I'm freaking tired and I still have to chore and I got shit to do. So, like every woman in this world, I have stuff to do and I'm trying to make my life run smoother. And I don't know if I can, if it's a possibility, pipe dream, I don't know. I also packed a sewing machine last night and that takes an hour. It's being sold and shipped to Washington State. So anyway, my hands feel better. Okay, they're not in huge amount of pain. Every now and then if I do something, move my hand or my wrist wrong, I don't know what causes it, but I'll have a sudden, ooh, that hurts. It's usually in my wrist or my thumb. I'll, give my hand a good shake to get that wrist to relax and back to work. So that works for me really well. I'm managing. I'm at the tail end of the week and I'm not in a horrible pain. So that is awesome. Get me through the weekend. Like last week, I noticed on Sunday, I didn't have any pain in my hands come Sunday morning. So my job is definitely irritating it, but there's an underlying condition. And getting rid of the carbs will help tremendously. I don't know if we can forever get rid of our rheumatoid arthritis or not, because it is autoimmune. But who knows? At least improve things. I don't want to live in pain. I still have spasms in my rib cage, right at my shoulder. I still have spasms from that, and I still have a little neck stiffness during work when I'm hand sewing. I just stretch really good and go on. Nothing you can do about that, really. It's my job, right? So overall, the pain is tremendously better. It got better, noticeably better on day 11. So it's not something that 3 days in, oh, I feel so much better. No, I still had pain until about day 11. I don't have a desire to pop my knuckles constantly anymore because I don't have the swelling. Wonderful feeling. So we don't want to get distracted here too much. This is a big intersection. I actually grew up to the right about a mile up the road on this highway. It was a 2-laner back then. Yeah, I can drive a clutch and look to my left at the road, and I can do all that. I was born blind and have been blind on and off throughout my life. Sorry, my arm was getting tired. So I have a lot of vision issues, and something I did notice the past few months was my vision seemed like it was getting worse, but would come and go. It'd just be blurry a lot, but it would come and go. And my doctor told me I don't have eye pressure per se, but there is some inflammation in my eyes. And that's causing it. It changes the shape of the eye. So I'm hoping also, I haven't had near the problems in several days. So I'm hoping also getting rid of this inflammation will fix that problem. Not saying my vision's gonna boom, be perfect again, because that's impossible. I'm missing parts of my eyeball. I'm blind in one eye. One eye is missing a lot. So now it'll never be perfect. All I can hope for is to improve the quality of my life. I mean, if I've still got 40 more years at least on this earth, let's make it good, right? I don't want to be a pain. And as much as I love Casey's Pizza and breadsticks and cookies, at the end of the day, you stop and think about it. Is it worth living in pain for the next 40 years? And I've already been in pain for a long time. So is it worth it? Honestly, going from serious pain to maybe 1 on the Richter scale, on the pain scale, whatever you want to call it, I don't think it's worth it. So to get here, I've been low carb on and off for 16 years. And I lose weight and I gain weight. I actually dropped 160 pounds once. Loved it, looked great, held it for a couple weeks, and went back to my old way of eating. Dropped down to 170 pounds once, kept that for about a year, and then it crept up. I am a sugar binge eater. I will sit up, because I've been a homemaker, I can hide my binge eating pretty easily. And everybody's napping or everybody's at school, whatever, I sit on the couch and gobbled up food. Tried to hide it. My husband knows something was up, but didn't know what. He just ignored it. He has admitted to me he likes it when I'm off plan, because that means he can eat. If we go out to a restaurant or whatever, it don't matter. I'm not picky, but he prefers me on plan, because I feel better. And of course, if I feel better, he's happier. Did y'all like my drive to work? If you're not from Iowa, this is a pretty common scenery on a 2-laner. It's 2-laner all the way to work. I did pass a 4-laner. I'm in no giant hurry. Work is 30 minutes away. I don't have a specific time frame to get there. We are told they want to start at 9, but we can get there earlier. I aim for 8, but it doesn't always happen, and I was kind of busy this morning. My 18-year-old daughter is going for a 4-day trip starting Sunday. For school, it kind of irritates me. She is out of high school. Couldn't they done this during the school year or on a weekend? But once she's graduated, she's 18, she's graduated, she's got a freaking life. She has a full-time job and a part-time job, because the full-time job may not last out the summer. So she has both jobs, and they're having her take off work 3 days for this event. What is this teaching them? They're having, they have the kids take off. A lot of the kids have to take off work to take senior photos after they're graduated. What is this teaching these kids? Any event, you just take off work. No, she needs to go to work. And she told me that her and her girlfriend are actually going to Minnesota, which is a 4-hour drive, to go to Cabela's, which is a big, mostly hunting store. And we have a Cabela's 2 hours away. But they're driving 4 hours up to Minnesota to do this on a Saturday, and she works both jobs on Saturdays, like 4 hours here and 4 hours there on a Saturday. why are you taking off work for this? And she's like, well, we want to go. What the hell? You should schedule your work or schedule your life around your work, not the other way around. She says, well, everybody takes off. Yeah, I don't freaking care if everybody takes off. Now, I'm really not a good one to show this because I have been a stay-at-home mom for so many years, and I could do what I wanted, and I don't, as much as I think it's best for my kids that I raise them instead of running around babysitters all the time, I'm concerned they didn't see reality that you have to go to work, and you have to freaking go to work every day, and you just don't get to take off a day here and a day there to go have fun. Now, you can schedule vacation time, that is fine. But if you don't have vacation time, you better keep that time that you're taking off pretty fucking limited, and it ought to be pretty important, because you're making $12 an hour, and the other place you're making $10 an hour. So you need that little bit of money. It's not much, but you freaking need it. And maybe I'm slightly spoiled being a stay-at-home mom for so many years. My husband has a very good job, and he pays the basic household bills, and I pay the small stuff and put money away. And like the other day, I had to take off work to get my hair done. I had it colored, and it's, it takes a few hours, and she didn't have any openings on a Saturday. So I picked a day from work that I knew wouldn't be god-awful busy. It doesn't matter if I miss a few hours or not. And I went in, we had our hair done at 8 a.m. We did visit a little longer than necessary, and I took a half a day off, and I stayed an hour later that day to make up a little bit. I still got a lot done. Don't tell my bosses, but I did, in a half a day, I did 3/4 of my work that I would have done on a full day. So we're not telling my bosses this. So yeah, I still got a lot done. But it's not a day that I have to stop and stretch bears and do that kind of stuff. So for lunch today, change back to subject. I'm horrible about subjects. I have ADHD and my brain bounces. I made a burger patty. So I have a plain burger patty with salt. Ooh. And hello, Mr. Tractor. Oh, that's nice of him. And somebody's going to go mow some hay. Wish we had hay to mow. We haven't had rain in weeks. Anyway, I made a big burger patty, way too big. And some side pork, which if a lot of people know, but side pork is bacon that's uncured. So it's just slices of belly is all it is. And it's salted and cooked. So I got those, and then I made a ranch dip, which kind of turned into a dill dip with my Primal Kitchen, I think it's Primal Kitchen brand avocado mayo. The stuff's like $8.50, $9. Better get my foot out of it. So I made it with that. It had mayo and sour cream, a little bit of cream. I didn't really follow the instructions really well because I had an issue with opening a jar because I can my cream. So I had an issue with opening a jar just to use a little bit, because the rest of it's going to go bad. So anyway, I made a larger batch so I could use everything that was open. And I don't think I got my mounds quite right, but it worked out really well. I accidentally put in 3 times the amount of dill. That goes to show you should read all instructions before you start. Anyway, 3 times the amount of dill. So it wasn't too bad that night, but it sat in the refrigerator for several days. And it is now dill dip. 100% very strong dill dip. That's all right. It's almost gone. It was an expensive dip to make, but it doesn't have soy or vegetable oils. So that's one other thing I'm trying to cut back on is the vegetable oils. It's not hugely difficult. I had to think about my mayo. So I use the Primal Kitchen mayo. No ranch dip. That's why I made this stuff. I rarely use a ranch dip anyway, but we had company, so I went ahead and made it. That ended up being a $10 jar of dip. But I don't know. It's our health, right? So just trying to avoid a lot of that if possible. I know life is not perfect, but why not do the best I can right now in time? I'm gonna cut out the diet soda. I broke my habit of going to the gas station, so when I'm run out of the sodas, about a week and a half, I'll just stop. My plan is to stop buying them altogether. Maybe if we're out and about, I might, but they're kind of hard to find anyway. Diet A&W, at gas stations and whatnot, it's kind of hard to find. And I don't like the rest. Some of them bring my blood sugar up, and I don't really like the rest. Even Diet Sprite. I like Diet Sprite, but it leaves a sweet taste, sticky taste in my mouth later on. So, I don't know. I'm not 100%. I'm not clean because I drink the diet sodas. I will eat a little vegetable. We ate taco salads last night. Josie made, oh, look at that. They did not leave me. Look at those white spots. They never leave me parking spots. They all just park wide. Jesus, my car could fit in there if they would park correctly. And then I'm stuck parking in what should be mud. It's not because we haven't had rain. So, yeah. This is my go-to. This has been what Dr. Cyrus calls a bridge. I drink it every evening. It does help me relax. I don't know how, but in my brain, it relaxes my brain. Not like last night, I didn't have one. I didn't grab it. I just drank water on the way home, and I've survived. So, real quick, while we're still in the car. A way too big hamburger patty. I slightly overcooked these, but these are side pork. Just unprocessed bacon, basically. We butcher our own hogs. We don't raise the hogs. We buy them off of somebody that runs them outside. They have indoor and outdoor pens. They run on dirt. They are still fed a soy-based feed. It's kind of funny because the guy told me it's all natural, organic soy-based feed. And I'm like, it's soy. You're not getting all natural and organic there. It's still soy. Anyway, the guy thought I was crazy because I wasn't falling for his organic shit. Whatever. My husband didn't care about the feed options. I'm trying to get this open. It's not working. He just wanted hogs that ran on dirt. So anyway, this is my dip. It was supposed to be ranch dressing, but fats in the fridge. Ooh, I better not test that too much before I go into work. Might make it a bad day. I don't have extra clothes here. We do have a washer and dryer here, but I don't have extra clothes to change while my clothes wash. And I've been known to get very messy. Well, I can't even put the lid back on one-handed. That's what I get for showing off. So, because my meal is a little bit leaner, even though it's a high-fat meat, this will add a little more fat. So I got to take the soda and my fork. I washed these forks, but if they get tossed, it's plastic, not the end of the world. But I do wash them. Got my soda and I'm ready for work. See, I brought water along this morning. It was half a bottle that I had left in the pickup. So at the end of that trip, I just tossed it in the fridge. And it's never sat out in the heat, so it's fine. But I didn't even touch it on the way here. This one is kind of old. It's probably a week old, and I need to dump it. Yes, my car is a disaster. I drank a couple Monsters. Those are sugar-free Monsters. The green one does not bother my blood sugar. I did drink a couple of them the other day. I try not to buy them. I love them, but yeah. So there's a puppy dog out there walking around. I think he's looking for me. So, that's It's been my week. You know, it's been it hasn't been crazy by any means, but it's been a week, 2 weeks. Hi, baby. How are you? This is the boss's dog. She has never approached my car before. They have 2 dogs, a little fluffy thing and this one. And neither of them have ever approached my car until the other day. And they both did the same. They just come up and sniffed me and walked away. Whatever. I don't need to be everybody's friend. There's a guy that works here out back. They work outside and in a building. Hi there. And he comes inside and he visits with me. Hi. Okay. Hi. How are you? Can I see you? But anyway, the big dog, big lab, she's small compared to the other one. He comes upstairs daily when his boss comes inside. He comes inside and he visits with me. I used to give him snacks, and I don't keep snacks anymore. I get a puppy dog. I think she is a duck dog, I think. Pretty sure she is. I think they use her for hunting. I don't see her very often. Both dogs are in the house. They come out at noon and let the dogs out to potty. They live right next door, so they go over and let the dogs potty. Oh, look at that. One of my bosses is here, so I got to get off. Busy day ahead. I think I'm working on a mountain lion today. Okay, talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.